Good evening, everyone. I hope you are all well. My name is Louise Marks. And for those of you that don't know me, I've been in the industry of network marketing for 13 years, a very, very long time. I built a business just using social media. My business was turning over around 4 million a year, and that was enabled me to create an amazing, amazing life. My life at the time was spent on social media. I built a team that was around 7,000 all over the world. And what I've been doing over the last 12 weeks is teaching you exactly how you can, even if you've never used Facebook before, how to set up your profile, what to say, how to get engagement. I've covered Instagram and all of that. Last week was mindset, and week 12 is about setting your goals for your network marketing business. We've come to the end. We're on the 12th week. As I said before, I'm going to see Rayhan and Rizwan on Monday to see what the next steps are. I believe they wanted me to continue with the rolling program. It may be that I have a few weeks off, and then what happens, we start the program again, because we have people that are joining all the time, but I'll know more as of Monday, and I can let you guys know. So one of the crucial things that you need to do to build your network marketing business is setting the goals, the things that you want and why you're doing it. Now, for those of you that are new, that have not heard from me before, for the first 2 years in my network marketing business, I wasn't building it. It was a hobby, and it was a hobby because I was scared. I never ever felt that somebody like me could build a successful business. So I was saying I was doing all the things, but I wasn't. I was procrastinating. I had fear. I never ever thought that somebody like me could be successful. However, when I started setting my goals, when I started to visualize what it was that I wanted and really connected with why I was building a business, then that's when things really, really started to happen for me. Tonight's presentation, tonight's training's again going to be short. I've just got a number of slides to go through with you just to get the ball rolling for you to set your goals. And also, I do have, this was the goal book that I found that I said last week I'd share with you guys. And this is one of my goal books from 2013. So I will go through that with you at the end.
Okay.
So if somebody could mute, that would be great.
I've done it.
So knowing your why you're building a business, one of the most important exercises that you're going to do to build your business is to identify. Can you all hear me twice? Okay. To identify why you're building a business, it needs to drive you emotionally to build a successful business. And your why is your long-term vision for success in your business. When you connect with why you're doing it, because there's no point in you just saying I'm doing it for the money, because for me, money doesn't buy happiness. It's what the money can do for you to have success. So what I want you to do, just for a minute, if you've got a bit of paper in front of you, great. I want you to think, if time and money were no issue at all, what would your life look like? Just take 30 seconds to a minute, because this process is something that is ongoing. If I said to you, okay, Juan, your success is guaranteed for you, what would you be doing? Where would you be living? What would be the car that you would drive? Where would you go on holiday? Who would you like to help? How would you like to make a difference? Because if I told you that success was guaranteed, you'd put no limitations on it, would you? You'd go, okay, well, success is guaranteed. I want X, Y, Z. I want to be able to set up a charity for the homeless. I want to be able to set up a charity in Africa. I'd like to volunteer. I'd like to be able to buy my parents a home, my children a home. So I really want you to explore, okay, it's guaranteed for me. What would my life look like? Can you just give me a show of hands? You can click that box to tell me, just to let me know if you know why you're building a business. There's a few of you jumping on now. Darren does. What else is that? Just drop the drop down menu so I can see you guys. Will does. Okay. I mean, this is so important for building your business. You need to, a goal setting is very much, oh, I've got 4 of you now. Who else? Let's have a look. Mary, Will, we got there. Rahana, Agar. Is it to open a category, Agar? I wonder. So I want you to set aside time aside to make sure that this is something that you're really exploring. Now, I believe it was last week, I shared the story with you about how I visualized that pivotal position in my previous company. For those of you that weren't on, I'll share it with you. So I was in network marketing for 2 years, and for 2 years, all I was earning was £100 a month. Why? Because I had limitations. I wasn't taking it seriously. I never thought people like me would be successful. I was worried about what other people thought. And then it got to a point in my life that I realized that I was in an unhappy marriage. I then got 2 children and I was earning £100 a month. I wasn't the breadwinner. And I thought, if I leave, me and my children are going to have nothing. So as you can imagine, rather than saying it was about money, it was, okay, I need to make it happen for me and my family because this is going to make a difference. And my goodness, did I put in the inner work. I qualified to become an NLP practitioner, more so for me and my mindset, because I had a lot of demons, and I really went to work. I use The Secret because I do believe in the law of attraction. I believe what you put out, you get back. And if you give out good, you're going to get it back tenfold. And I visualized myself crossing that stage. Back then, I mean, the company's now been going about 45 years. And that's where I would go to company events, and there would be 5,000-6,000 people there. So I would just visualize myself every single day getting up on that stage, it was a manager sash, that was one of the positions, and me crossing that stage, what I was wearing, the shoes I was wearing, and what I said to the company, the MD. And I just visualized it and I felt it and I emotionally connected to it, because I knew me getting to that position would give me the income that I needed for me and my children to start having an amazing life. And I went within 3 months going from £100 a month to £3,000 a month. And then it just exploded. So that's why you've really got to emotionally connect with why you're doing it. So here we go, talking about visualization. So every day you need to put yourself in the state of mind as if you've already achieved what it is that you're looking for. Imagine what it would feel like. When you use this type of visualization, you are conditioning your body and mind to move past whatever is holding you back. Now, when I would visualize what it was that I wanted to achieve, I would get goosebumps. And I just believed it so much that it had already happened. So when I was visualizing, it was in the past tense. I'd already done it. And that's why you've got to take time to really visualize what it is that you're doing. The inner work in network marketing is the most important thing, alongside spending time with people that have the vision that you have. Again, I touched on that last week, so I don't want to go on too much about spending time with people that are following the same dream as you. But it is super important that you are putting yourself first, which is not selfish, and taking the time that you need to do the inner work. So what I want you to do is start with setting yourself a 30-day goal. Breaking your goals settings in network marketing is the key to achievement. So if you said to me, I don't know, I want to buy my own house. That is a great goal, but that is your long-term goal. And to go from not having a home to getting a home would be very, very overwhelming. And that's why you have to break these down into bite-sized chunks and celebrate each success. So every month that you qualify for a new goal, celebrating yourself and going, I am one step closer to that long-term goal. So really think about your deep down desire as to what you want in life, and write down all your goals in the present as if it's already happened, or something like, by X day I have helped, or my life is now like this, I own this car. Okay, so this is an exercise that I want you to do over the next week, 2 weeks. However, it is an ongoing process. This is something that doesn't happen overnight, and your goals change, because I think some of you guys will get some giggles from some of the information that I've got in my goal book here, which I'll share with you. Also, what's really, really powerful, if you've got children or family members, doing it with them too. Me and my children did a lot of goal books when I was actively working within my previous company. Okay, so you've put down what it is that you want. Now you need to think about, why do you want it? The why is at the heart of the network marketing goal setting. If you did not want anything, you would not have any good motivation to move forward. No money is the real motivator. It's how the money can help you change your life. Now, one of the things that really, really drove me was in my previous company was to be able to get my mum out of work, to be able to give her money every month so that she could resign. And what I did was, because my mum has been, you know, my biggest cheerleader, although when I first got into network marketing, she did say, get a proper job. But once the money started rolling in, she was like, oh, actually, you know, this is a legitimate business, so you can change people's minds. But I really wanted to be able to pay back and give back to my mum for all the years she'd looked after me. So I got my mum to write out her resignation letter, and I got her to sign it, and I got it to put it on one of the cupboard doors at home. And I had one because I really, really was passionate and wanted my mum to not, she'd worked so hard as a single mum and never really had money. So for me, it was really, really important that that was one of the goals that I did. And also, I wanted to, one of the goals that I set was for me to be able to leave the day job. And it was a massive motivator for me. So you've really, really got to understand the power of knowing what the money can do for you. Not about just, I want to earn £5,000 a month. Why do you want £5,000 a month? What would it make? How would it make a difference? So why do you want this goal? Your reason should be extremely strong. So strong, in fact, that no obstacle will get in your way, because we face negativity in network marketing. It's a pyramid scheme. It's this, it's that. It's like, for those in the UK, is it like Avon? I mean, we're very lucky here. It's not a product base, which was what my previous organisation was. We're out to retail about £1,000 a month worth of product to be able to get paid. We have an incredible system here where people can really, really change their lives with such a small, I mean, to get £10,000 a month for 600 people is crazy. So setting your MLM goals is not a 5-minute exercise. I've touched on that. You need to take your time, and it may even take you a few days to truly understand your heart's deepest desire. So step 3 in setting your goals: who must you become to reach this goal? Because we are forever learning. In network marketing, we are always being students. It's something we need to progress. So the greatest thing about achieving your goals in network marketing is not the income that you earn, but it is the person that you will become. For those of you that don't know me, prior to network marketing, I was in a very, very dark dark place, and network marketing came to me just at the right time. I'd escaped an abusive relationship. I'd been terrorized for about 18 months. And then all of a sudden, I was shone this light that said, have you ever looked at network marketing? And I mean, in the beginning, I was so excited, but I was terribly scared. And what network marketing has done for me is priceless, because it's made me realize so many things about myself, because I carried the weight that I was of being stupid, because I struggled in secondary school. I believe that somebody like me could never ever be successful. But the beautiful thing about the industry is who you become, the people that you spend time with. You realize that it can be a very good place to be. And I couldn't ever speak to 2 or 3 people at once, because it would make me feel physically sick. But being on stage, my biggest audience was over 20,000 people in South Africa, and I loved it. I would never ever have done that if it wasn't for being in the industry of network marketing. It's made me not care about what people think, because I used to be a people pleaser. It's made me realize that I'm not stupid. It's made me realize that anybody can be successful. And that's why I believe that I'm really passionate about helping people, particularly people that struggle, because I can really connect with that. So you can do this by what you need to do is be working on yourself daily. I said last week, there is tons and tons of resources out there on the internet that you can access to be doing the daily work on you. So what type of person will you become? How will you think and treat others? And what will motivate you? What I want you to think about is what will motivate you on the days that you really don't want to do it, because it's on those days that you have to be doing it the most. You have to push through that fear, push through the frustration, and keep going anyway, because the consistency will give you the life that you want. So how are you going to get it? So now that you've defined what it is that you want in your 30-day goal, so let's say you want a house, what are you going to do in your first 30 days to move you closer to that? How will you get it? So you could put on here, for example, how many people are you going to commit to reaching out to every day on social media or when you're out and about? And commit to it. That can be a goal. So how many people through the month are you going to speak to and commit to? So for example, in network marketing, you need people to talk to. So how at this stage could be a goal of talking to and sharing your MLM business with at least 2 people a day. Now, I don't want you to set unrealistic goals. You know, I've coached thousands and thousands of people in network marketing. And sometimes they'll go, oh, I want to speak to 15 people a day. That's great, but are you going to be able to do 15 people a day? I don't want you to set a goal that's unrealistic, that's unachievable. So set your goal on the activity that is going to be enough for you, so that when you reach your 30 days, you go, hey, do you know what? I've reached my 30-day goal, and commit to it. Of course, you can do more, which is great, but make sure that your goal is realistic. So for example, I've done lots and lots of blogs. If you want to conduct your business online, you might want to create a blog about network marketing, about what you've learned, or do live video content at least 3 times a week. You need to be showing up on social media, and think about what other activities that you can do to get you there. It may be that you, rather than just using social media, I know Darren is very much like this, wherever he is out and about, he'll speak to people. So could you set yourself a daily target of, I'm going to speak to 1 person a day? If there's 30 days in the month, you spoke to 30 people. Do you think all of those are going to be no's? Some will be. However, if you don't ask, it's always going to be a no. So it is about pushing yourself on a daily basis. So once you get started with your initial goals in network marketing, you go through the same 4-step process for 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, 1 year, 5 year. So what you need to do is spend time with your network marketing goals in mind daily. You need to remind yourself. You could have a vision board. You could have a goal book. You need to be reminding yourself on a daily basis exactly why you're doing it. Now, I would say in my head, if I was having a tough day, I mean, it was some time ago, something like, in my head, if I was having a challenging time, I would say to myself, you're doing it for the children. That was enough for me, because I was almost taking myself out of the equation. And there's no way I wanted to let my kids down. You know, I wanted them to have a good life. So when I had to give myself a checkup from the neck up and go, okay, I'm doing it for the kids. I don't want to disappoint them. Not that I would disappoint them, but you kind of get my drift. So this is going to help you step out of your comfort zone. Do you think if I was saying to myself, if something like, were you doing it for the kids? Do you think that that would be a motivator for me? Absolutely, because my children are my world. So you may have to find some words that you need to say to yourself to give yourself that motivation. This is going to make you step out of your comfort zone. And, you know, the industry of network marketing is very much about stepping into the adventure zone, because there's going to be things that you're doing that you've never done before. But what you'll find is that fear, which means false evidence appearing real, once you've done it, it'll be an absolute breeze. So the activities that you've got to be doing is things like creating online contents, meetings, and talking to people. And when you're doing that, you're keeping your daily goals and your monthly goals and your 6 months, 1 year, 5 years in mind. So conclusion, knowing exactly what it is that you want is the first step towards you getting what it is that you want. It's hard work to really define and write down your goals in network marketing, but a must if you really truly want to succeed. Let me stop sharing. Wow, 31 of you have come on. Wow, there's lots of you here. That's nice. How are we all? Carlos, my friend, how are you? Got some legends on this evening. Carlos heard his name and he is, oh no. Okay. Oh, Donald's on. Hi, Donald. Hi, Dana, Orit, Maria, Carl, Deborah, Justina, Ramona, iPhone 13. Hello. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I'm just going to briefly show you my goal book that was set back in 2013. I'm hoping if I put this in front of me, you'll be able to see it. So, and so much on this was has been achieved. So I put myself, oh, hold on. I'll read this to you in my scroll. So on here, it says, this is the year for amazing things. Stay true and inspire many. My children are my reason, not my excuse. We deserve an incredible life and we will not be denied. So goal books are really, really important. And then on here, my name was Evans back then. It says, I am Louise Evans. I'm having my best year ever. Always encourage, inspire, and help others and do whatever it takes. Now in here, you'll see, oh, hold on, I need to put it in front of me. Hold on. So on here, it's got, I am number one. That was in the company that I was in. I visualized it, I focused on it, and I'd done that in February 2013. So that was within a month of me setting that goal. My dream, I'm just going to share a few of these. My dream dining room is Christmas time 2015. I've got a table that sits 20 people. I have a real Christmas tree in the corner, Christmas music playing, and I'm surrounded by my family. The sound of very happy children after the man in red has been. So you all know that well, some of you know that I'm crazy, crazy Christmas. But one of the last one that I'm going to show you, because there is tons and tons in here, is the one. This was when I felt that I'd really made it. You know, I touched on why I was doing it, particularly for my mum. And the first thing I wanted to be able to do when I first started getting money was to be able to take my mum into London and give her an envelope, because that's when we use cash, and give her cash so that she could go shopping. And I did that in May 2013. I gave her an envelope. I said, Mum, we're going into London and this day is all about you. How do you think that when you are connecting with goals like that, and you do that for your family, how that would make you feel? It is the best feeling in the world. So I do actively encourage you guys to set some goals, do a goal book, include your family members. Before I finish, I'll tell you one story. I like telling stories. So I did goal books with my children. There's 5 children at home, but my eldest, who is now 18, went on and on and on at me about getting a dog. And when he told me we're getting a dog, I was like, yeah, we'll get a dog. And in my head, I was like, there's no way I'm getting a dog, because there's a way too much. But he put it in his goal book, and he just, you know what children are like. He went on and on and on and on. It was about 4 years later, and I went and picked up a dog, and I picked Charlie, my son, up, and I handed him Betty. My goodness, that boy sobbed and sobbed and sobbed, because I've been able to give him something that he'd wanted for such a long time. And that's what you've got to remember when you are building your business, really connecting with what, you know, this opportunity can give you. Has anybody got any questions? And I hope that has got you excited about setting your goals within network marketing. But I've really enjoyed spending my 12 weeks with you. And hi, Maria, do you want to say something?
Yes. Hi, how are you? I'm sorry.
I'm good, thank you.
I truly appreciate your training. Is any possible way that you can send it to us, that PowerPoint that you have, so that way I can translate it in Spanish?
Yes, of course. Maria, do you want to reach out to me?
French also.
And French. Okay. Yep. Yes, because then you can use the content to present, can't you? Yeah, exactly. Leave that with me. I'll get the slides sent over to you, no problem.
Thank you. I truly appreciate it. I'm gonna send you my email in the chat.
Yeah, sure.
So that way you can send it to me. I truly appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, no problem. Juan, you were gonna say something?
Yes, thank you. It was a wonderful presentation. I've heard it before, never utilized it like you're saying, but now I need to utilize it. But I would like also, if you can send me that content of those slides, so that I can also utilize it with my Spanish-speaking people.
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
How do I get in contact to send it to you, or send you my information? How do I do that?
Are you on Facebook?
Yes.
You can send me a message on Facebook, or are you in the MyCarClub WhatsApp group?
I should be, yes.
You can just message in there, and I'll reach out and I'll organise to get the slides to you.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
God bless you. Thank you very much. It's been lovely to have you with us. So on Monday, I told you I'm going to Birmingham. I'm going to be spending time with Rizwan and Rayhan on Monday to find out what the next steps are, because I've obviously completed the 12 weeks now, and it's about, okay, am I taking a few more weeks off? Do we want new content? Because obviously TikTok is a really good one, but also it would be good for me to start the rolling program again, because obviously lots new people have joined. So as soon as I have an update, I will update in the WhatsApp chat on Monday. Thank you for tuning in, guys. It's been lovely to see some new faces, and I will catch up with you really soon. Bye for now. Bye, Carlos.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.